What's going on, y'all? What's going on, y'all? So look. Y'all know how I like to do things. It's your boy. It's the host, Etano, FKA Brass. What I tell y'all the last time, if y'all been following the page, you could keep up. All right. But we got somebody special here today. As a matter of fact, I'm going to let him introduce himself. Because I'm humble right now.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy Credle, and the Wolf Pack is here.
Woo!
On the Wolf Pack, do you hear my house music and film tone? We here. Where we at?
Listen. We are in Raleigh, North Carolina, and I'm personally happy to be a part of this tour. Have you been interviewed yet? So I'm the first interview for the tour.
Yes, you are, my man.
Listen, run this up to 1 million. Tell your mama to tell her friends to tell her cousins to tap in, because right now we are here with an exclusive. My man's came all the way from the top of the like New York, all the way down here, and he rocking with us, folks. And listen, I got a lot to say. We gonna jump into the music, but give me a little bit of your background. Tell me who you are, where you're from, how'd you get here, what's going on with you?
Yeah, man. So I gotta first off just say, man, Raleigh is my second home. You know, Cradle is actually my last name, my stage name, my legacy name, and it actually originates from Raleigh. So I have a lot of family here, and spread out throughout North Carolina. So it's not a coincidence that, you know, me being here on tour these last few days, it just feels like home, you know? So it's been amazing, man. But you know, I grew up in Southside Jamaica, Queens. And I always made them trips, you know, down here in the South, you know, see family.
Them 10-hour trips. I done been on them bus rides 100 times.
You know what I mean? So, you know, it just feels great, man. It feels great, and I love it, and it makes sense. You know what I mean? It makes sense. The environment, you know, I feel more tapped in with my ancestors. I feel more tapped in spiritually. I feel more just tapped in with self, you know, as well. And that's why we got the woods. That's why we howling. You know what I mean? There's no kind of we at trees. I'm seeing stars. I'm seeing the moon.
You in your natural habitat.
Listen. Let's just say it was a full moon when I came here. That's not a coincidence. It's not.
Hey, that's not a coincidence. That's not a coincidence. There's two things that happen with full moons. I don't know if this is actually a fact, but it's something that I've noticed. Either people are tripping or they stepping into the new. That's a lot of what I be noticing. I notice a lot of big things happen around full moons. And like I said, I don't know if this is a fact, but people are either tripping or they high stepping into a brand new season. And as a matter of fact, let me ask you this. Like, okay, what are your beliefs? I feel like I've asked everybody who's been up here that, but what are your beliefs?
I believe in God, man. The creator of all.
I heard that in your music too. And I had to ask, all right? I had to ask, but I could hear it in your music. And I saw the people in their robes and stuff. I was like, I'm in here like, what's going on here? I like what I'm seeing. So, because like we've had everybody up here from like astrologists. I think I had a Buddhist guy up here. I'm not sure, but I was really feeling Buddhist vibes. But with this platform, we like to highlight the urban culture. We like to highlight the people that are making things move. And I like to have different people with different mindsets, different beliefs, different experiences to come up here, talk about a little bit. So like, do you feel like God is a big part of your movement, who you are, like why you do what you do?
Yes, I am a vessel.
You're a vessel.
I'm a vessel that God is using. So when they say the saying of it, either use it or lose it, you know, I really believe in that, because if I don't utilize the gifts that were given from God, and just, you know, to be able to, you know, outreach the next person and inspire the next person, He's going to give it to somebody else. You know, so for me, is I have to, you know, live in my truth and acknowledge, accept, you know, the gifts that I'm given, and utilize them, and not withhold them, because I feel like that's a sin, you know, as well, you know, not to be able to, you know, spread those gifts out. So that's what we out here doing, man.
Not living in your purpose do you feel like is a sin?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Viral moment, y'all. All right. So how, like, not even how, what inspired you to go into music?
Oh man. Whew. I mean, grew up in the church.
Okay.
You know, grew up in the church. I would definitely say my father, my sister, you know, as well. And music was just always around me. You know,
Yeah.
music was always around me. You know? So again, when you're in church, and you know, sometimes you know, force, you know, hey, you going to church, get your mind up.
You
know,
going to church.
Yeah. So I had those parents where it's like, you're either going to be on the usher board or you're going to be on the choir. And
the both sound like my mom.
Yeah. And the usher boys seemed very militant. You know, people. I was like, yeah, that's not my vibe. So I was like, everyone went on the children's choir, and just from then, I just, you know, just fell in love with music. So I would always come up with these melodies, and just for the heck of it, you know, just be singing and coming up with these hooks and stuff. Or I listened to songs as a kid. I was like, they should have did this, and like depicting, criticizing, you know, songs and stuff, and just realizing songs that I really did love. That it makes so much sense now, the type of music that I create. You know, so a mixture of that, a mixture of, you know, also my older brother.
Okay.
He got me about 5 years. He got me about 5 years. So, you know, coming up in the era of CDs, you know, I missed that era. So
yeah,
you know, being able to listen to Get Rich Die Trying, College Dropout, Late Registration, you know, listen to Nelly, NWA, shoot, the Neptunes, Clips,
you
like
was
the
getting busy
like
with
it
the
was
sounds.
Ja Rule, Nelly,
Yeah.
like Ludacris, like listen to all those different sounds, and like being able to mesh all of that, but still keep my, you know, my present sound. And one of my, you know, main inspirations, I would say right now, over the last over the last decade, Kid Cudi, man. Kid Cudi is definitely my one of my main inspirations, man. So definitely someone I would love to work with.
Yeah.
I'm manifesting it, and I would love. That's someone that I aspire to, I would say, be, because, or I love what he's doing what I would love to do.
Okay.
You know, so being able to do what he's doing with music, expanding it into film, and then now just seeing where he's going and where he's taking it, you know, that's definitely a route, you know, that I'm looking to, that I am, you know, going on. So, yeah, man.
Man, so Kid Cudi, I like that you said Kid Cudi. I feel like he's only in the last 5 years gotten the flowers he's actually deserved, honestly. Because really and truly, a lot of times when people look at the 2010s and thinks about how the fashion came into play, I feel like he's a little overlooked, but I feel like he's the exact person to look at. You know, from the Mohawks to just that. I don't know what it was. It was kind of like, because I got to give the nerd fashion really to guys like Pharrell and Kanye. But guys like him, I don't know. It was something about, he revolutionized the sound, the topic, and the style. When you saw him do it, it was like, it was cool. So I like that you said that that's somebody that you look up to. So old school, who do you look back at and you're like, man, I feel like that's it. Like, I love this person.
From just overall as an entertainer and just a creative, I gotta go with someone like Ice Cube. I gotta go with someone like Ice Cube, man. Just seeing how he expanded from music, but how he used music to open up other doors. You know what I mean, even down to, you know, my Queen's native, even LL Cool J. You know what I mean? But I'll say, and so all right, so I'll go with both of them from two different reasons. And I know 50 Cent's not way back, but I mean, he's been in the game long enough. I mean, over 20 years.
Get Rich or Die Trying to drop win.
Yeah.
You know, no diss 50, but still.
Yeah, so 50 Cent is in there too. And, you know, those are just the guys I'm like, damn, I love that, because Ice Cube, from the music, expanded into film, into television, now running the big three, you know, one of the biggest basketball leagues, you know, in the world. You know what I mean? So, like, for him to balance all of that, and for those who don't know, I actually have a basketball background. I do coach, I do train, I did play college basketball, I did play the NCAA tournament. So I am like that if you want to find out. But anyway.
Look, we gonna get into that, because I saw that too. I saw him with a coach, and they would take pictures like with the jersey. So I'm like, oh, he liked that.
Yeah, I like that. So, you know, that I always love the hoop when I'm touring too. That's always fun. But Ice Cube, from that, you know, perspective, LL Cool J, from, again, the longevity of all these you know, artists, from music to film and television. LL Cool J, at least to my knowledge, being the first black actor to survive in a horror film. You know, people forget about that. People forget about that.
Black history.
Listen, look,
Black
Deep Blue Sea, go check it out.
Listen,
and no one black was surviving in those type of movies.
Black history.
You feel me? So shout out to LL Cool J, and I played in this tournament too as a kid. So shout out to him for creating opportunities.
Snap.
Yeah. O'Connell Park, yeah, facts. So then, and then also 50 Cent, you know, and then watching his interviews now is crazy watching him because, yeah, you look at him as the artist, but as we get all these interviews that he's talking about, he wanted to put other people on. Like, he just wanted to be like the leader and put like this whole group on. So that's how I feel with my Wolfpack, with my collective, you know, wanting to put my team on as well. And, you know, we're just working together collectively, but being able to expand into, you know, he has his own Marvel universe. Like he has, you know, the stars. Like he has his own thing going on. So salute to him from graduating from, you know, or expanding rather from music to soundtracks, which I also do for films as well. And then the TV and film. So yeah, salute to him.
I honestly, Ice Cube, you know, I talked to my mother about this one time. She said back when we was younger, we could not have imagined one that he was gonna live this long, because coming out as NWA, doing what they were doing, dropping songs like F the Police and all of that, you was like, oh, to be sure these guys are not gonna make it. But then for him to go from that to Are We There Yet? You know, Friday, like there to Friday after next. Are we there yet? Like she said, you would have never thought. And then you got guys like 50 Cent, like, I don't care what y'all say. The only reason y'all wearing do-rags today is because of 50 Cent. Like half the reason some of y'all even started bench pressing is because of 50 Cent.
With a tank top.
With the tank top. Like, let's be real. Most of us didn't even realize rappers could get swole like that. I mean, yeah, you had LL Cool J, but let's be real. For us brown skinned brothers, we saw 50 Cent, we was like, yeah, get rich, or die trying. Like, so for him to go from that to the Power Universe, BMF, like acting, and I mean has shown his versatility too. I would have never thought. Like, I guess we should have known what the Get Rich or Die Trying era, because like that was a whole video game. It was a whole video game, like 2 video games.
Forgot about that. Sneakers.
Like G Unit was a whole fashion statement. Like you would put G Unit merch with your Rockaware and your Sean John. Like that was a whole era. So just to watch these individuals go from where they started to where they are, it just shows, to me, it shows one, the versatility of growth. And it shows that you can't just stop the brother in any kind of way. When that desire is there, when that passion is there, and that push is there, you ain't stopping brothers. Not any kind of way. And so with that, what would you say is that burning flame? Like right here, when you make your music, when you're doing your traveling, when you're really hitting the stage and you want people to feel it, what's in your heart? What really is that thing that you go back to where you're like, I gotta do it?
Family, man.
Family.
My Wolfpack. My Wolfpack. You know, I just want to be able to sit back one day and be able to, you know, take care of a family.
Yeah.
You know, start a family. You know what I mean? And lay down a foundation, because I'm standing on my ancestors' shoulders. I'm not doing nothing new.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I might be my job is just to take it to higher heights and then pass on. You know, and that's that. You know, that's that. So that's the time that I'm on, man.
I love that. Y'all clock that, by the way. I like that. He's standing on his ancestors' shoulders. Don't y'all forget, you standing on your ancestors' shoulders. You're not just here to be here. You're here with a purpose. So for you as family, how many people are in the Wolfpack? Because I looked at the video and I was like, this Wolfpack looked like a whole freaking club. Like, y'all a frat? Like,
Yo, oh man, like the collective itself. Whew, I mean, there's so many different Wolfpack. It's like a Wolfpack within a Wolfpack within a Wolfpack.
Okay,
You know,
I get it.
You know, but as far as like on the creative side, I mean, you know, they're family too, because you have your blood family, and I feel like you have your, I mean, your chosen family, but I feel like your chosen family could be blood, could be non-blood.
I honestly feel like the chosen family sometimes be there more than the blood.
Yeah,
honestly.
Exactly. And when you get a good, when you got a mix of that, you're blessed, you know, and that's what we have right now. So creatively, like, I say it's about like 10 of us.
10 of y'all, okay.
Yeah. So we working.
Was everybody in the Wolfpack video? The short film, was everybody in that?
Some people, you need some people behind the scenes to make sure what you see on camera is as executed as possible.
Yeah. Okay. That we got to get into the music with that too. Like right there, that's okay. Wolfpack. Before you can say this, I'm gonna say it. I want to steal the show on this.
Go ahead.
NC State. I need you guys to make that song a part of your playlist for pep rallies, for football games, for basketball games, and track meets, and even your home runs for your baseball games. Because listen, I'm a long-term North Carolinian, and I'm telling you, that song fits. Matter of fact, I'll even give you this. NC State, if y'all put him in your playlist, y'all put my man Credle in your playlist, I will leave the Tar Heels and I will become a fan of the Wolfpack. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. Y'all see me telling the truth here? Like, that's okay. Talk to me. What was the inspiration behind that song? Because I got several questions just about that song alone. What was the inspiration?
Oh man, so the short
Why'd
version.
You make the song?
Oh man, so it's crazy because I have this series, this mixtape series called Lone Wolf.
Okay.
So I started this whole Lone Wolf series back in like 2015, and probably, it was inspired by a little bit, Kid Cudi, as far as like being vulnerable in my music and just letting it all out. So just talking about, relationships romantically and just life, like pain and all that stuff. I wear it on my sleeve. So as I continued to go through that, then I did a Lone Wolf 2, where I really went into mental health. I went into depression, anxiety. Like I really spoke about all of that stuff, especially in the Black community. Spoke on all of that stuff, and a lot of people resonated with it. They felt it, and once a lot of people were reaching out to me saying how much they connected with it, I was like, dang, like I'm thinking I'm the only person that's going through this right now. Right. I was going through, alcohol abuse too. You know what I mean? I got evicted. A lot of stuff. So it's like going through all of that and realizing that I'm not the only one that's been through this. Right. I was like, dang, like I'm not a lone wolf. I got a wolf pack. You know what I mean? So then I knew that I was like, I needed an anthem for that, but I never forced it.
Right.
You know what I mean? So for me, it was like, I'm going to just create that community. And I remember one day, actually during the lockdown in 2020, actually an artist, a producer from the UK, he actually reached out to me. He was like, hey, I'm looking to work with you. And we started working on a bunch of music. And then all of a sudden, I saw him, because sometimes he'll post some of his beats. He posted the beat on Instagram, and I hit him. I said, yo, take that down right now. I'm buying it. We need to work on that.
Okay.
So when he created that beat for Wolfpack, the only thing that was set up was the hook section. After that, we just broke down and did everything. So I'm like, this is how we're going to do the verses. This is how we're going to do the bridges, because I could picture a choir on here. And then once we got the beat done, and I'm writing, and all of a sudden, it's just like, I'm just writing, I'm like, Wolfpack, 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 Wolfpack. And it just came to me.
Yeah.
It just came.
I'm just like, at that point.
And it came, and I just had to pull it. I'm like, this is different. Like, this is like, it's just going to, like, that question of like of uncertainty, like, yo, this is going to hit. Like, yeah. And then for me, it was just like, all right, well, it will hit if it's a chant. If it's a chant, then it got to be a pack. It got to be a choir. So then when we came to recording it, I set up a whole choir session, and a bunch of my friends, like 9-10 singers, tenors, sopranos, altos. I had it all. I was like Kurt Franklin in there.
Yeah.
and just directing them, and it was just amazing how it just came out, man. I'm just like, wow, this is crazy. We got something here.
Okay.
Yeah, being able to just to mix drill music with gospel influence was just
that's
crazy.
what was incredible to me. Like, dude, you're really freaking incredible. As a matter of fact, like, I'm just listening to your creative process, and I'm like, this guy thinks on a very high level. Like, you got some people, they just hop in the studio and they let things fall where they lie.
We worked on that beat for like 14, 16 hours to make sure that joke was perfect.
Dude, hold on.
So, and he's from the UK, so we had to do like Discord. So we're doing like share screens and all of that.
Yeah, you put some work into that track. You put some work into that track. Y'all, listen to me when I say this though. See, this is why I like lives, because it feels authentic. Everything's real and authentic. Y'all know I'm up here working. We're gonna make sure this keeps going too. Hold up. I got a microphone over here somewhere.
Listen.
I got a microphone over here somewhere.
Matter
of fact, we gotta make it work. Hold on.
Like my man just saying, NC State, you know.
I'm gonna let you get the statement off.
Like I said, let me make sure. NC State, this will go crazy. This will go crazy. The people are talking. The people said this is what they need. This is what they want.
This is what they need. You got a fan waiting.
Let's give it to them.
Like, listen. Tar Heels, y'all know I've been down with y'all since Michael Jordan. But when I hear a hit, I hear a hit. And right now, that hit right there, it's kind of hitting. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, if he had did it for y'all, you know, if he had did it for UNC, you know, I'd be like, yo, y'all put him on. But this is about the Wolfpack. You feel what I'm saying? It's about the Wolfpack. So I ain't even gonna cap to y'all. I put the charge on. I ain't even gonna cap to y'all.
Good.
I put the charge on. See, this is not the first time where I've actually pulled up on location. I wanted to get the real feel. I wanted you guys to get the real feel. I wanted everybody who's viewing this to get the real feel. This is authentic. There's not no whole lot of like crazy production. Like, we talking about the come up right here, you know? We're talking about the come up. But we're gonna get back to the music, because there's a whole lot going on with this song. Like, if you guys have not seen the short film, not just the music bit, the short film, there's acting in this. I know y'all like, I mean, there's acting in a lot. No. There's acting in this. There's a live performance at the end. Like, you're not understanding. They got the whole, like, they stepping, y'all. I likes me some stepping. My mama Jose, I likes me some stepping. Like, who put that together? Was that like all? Did you choreograph this?
I can't take the credit for that.
All right.
Shout out to Nia Imani.
Okay.
You know, from Bronx native.
Okay.
One of the best choreographers. One of my closest friends, and she would come to my shows. She would dance at a few of my shows, and she would choreograph even, you know, her dancing at my shows with other dancers. And when I came to her with this, I said, look, I got this big idea. I need you.
Right.
And I told her, I said, look, everyone knows about my Credle Rock dance. People been trying to hit it out here in Raleigh. You'll be having fun with that too.
So, hold on, that dance I saw, that was you?
The shoulder work. I miss the shoulders, man.
I like that.
You know, I just gave her my ideas, like, you know, dances I wanted in there. And I told her, like, you know, also like thriller theme as well, but also, you know, being authentic to ourselves too. And she just took it and ran with it. So she did that. My friend Jolly Ma did the stepping, you know, as well. And they worked together on that too. So yeah, shout out to them too, man. We really did something major with that, man. So we're an AK too, and Kaylin too, man. He helped out with the stepping as well. So
the guy at the end where the camera kind of zoomed in on him.
No. He had it down pat. So we know that was one of the dudes. We was like, yo,
I was like, this dude right, he steps.
Yeah, he's stepping.
Like he steps in school. Like he steps.
That's often, man. You know, he definitely did his thing in that. But yeah, it was a collective, man.
It's
a collective, you know, and it's literally like more than just a record, bigger than just a record.
Yeah.
You see it in the film that it literally takes a Wolfpack to create something that big, something that special. You know what I mean? Because you had like 70, 75 people a part of it in different aspects. Like whether it's, everything that you saw on screen, behind the scenes directors, creative consultants, catering, like things that people don't talk about, like people doing the BTS. Like we had like 3 cameras.
Listen to me.
And we used footage from almost all of them. We used footage from all of them to put everything together.
I remember looking in the comments and someone said 2.5 years in the making. I was like, he really like put some stuff together. He really put some stuff together. See, that's the as an independent artist, I highly, highly respect people who can get that much collaboration going behind a project. Because that's not easy.
No.
That's not, I'm talking about like, that's not easy.
People gotta believe in you. They gotta believe in your vision.
They gotta believe in you for that.
Because I tell people, I be like, yo, you can't build a team. You can only attract one. And I gotta give it to quote by Russell, I believe he's the one that said that. Like you can't build a team, you can only attract one. And I was like, that joint hit so hard because like it's the truth. I'm looking back at my team, I'm like, dang, they just love what I'm doing and they're down to be a part. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, I'll just say I'm truly blessed, man.
I will say, look, people try. First of all, for those of y'all that just saw me look down and type up, someone's really asking, like, we still doing the interview? Y'all, look, tap in. Mm-hmm. Y'all tap in. Like, and make sure y'all check out the show tonight. Oops, did I say that? Yeah. So, the collaboration and people coming around you, that is a very true statement. It's kind of like what I say for, which I told myself I was not going to do this. I told myself I wasn't going to do this. But y'all know it's hard for me to relate without relating. So my sound and music would be called Slum Punk, the Slum Punk sound. And I tell people, this is not something that you can create. Slum Punk chooses you. Like you either are or you not. And it's not saying that, all people can't enjoy it. I'm saying like you gotta, it's a pull. It's something like either you attracted to this light like a moth or you're not. Mm-hmm. And cool kids understand. But I get it. Like Wolfpack's the same way. It's like either it's kind of like in the video, the man was like, I'm trying to join the Wolfpack. Mm-hmm. I like that. Now, was there any Michael Jackson influence in there?
Absolutely, yeah.
I'm about to say, come on now. Come on now.
I believe the biggest thing was for me when I was writing the treatment for it, was like, okay, how can we pay homage without stealing? Like for me, it was like pay homage, and I feel like we did a great job of that, but then taking it in our own.
Yeah, no, you definitely did that. You definitely did that.
But yeah, I definitely wanted people to pick up on that for sure, with the makeup and all that. Because when I was writing it, ironically, it was around Halloween.
Yeah.
Didn't plan it. It just happened that way. It just
landed that way, yeah.
And I was like, when I was writing, I was like, yeah, nah, this got to be Thriller. So when I was 2.5 years in the making, because I wanted to make sure that I had everything together or the right personnel to put together the best project as possible.
Mm. You did that.
Appreciate that.
Like, guys, for those of y'all that don't understand, pulling together a whole production as an independent artist.
Not easy.
Whoo, it's not easy. It's not easy, which is why I commend anybody who actually puts in the amount of work it takes to actually do it. Like, I've seen great performers. I've seen great performers who didn't quite put in they most with their videos. I feel like Credle does not fit that. I feel like he's one of those performers who does a great job, who makes great music, who puts his work into it. That's why we're sitting here right now. Like, I will say, so how I was introduced to you. So TC.
Shout out TC.
TC
Plug.
Was telling me about a incredible creative. And I was like, all right, cool. I'll do the interview. Didn't even hear your music. And so she was like, so I want you to hear his music. Cool, send it. Because the thing with TC, I'm already know she's not going to put somebody on who's not like that. She respects real talent. But when she sent me the music, I was playing my Xbox. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was playing my favorite game. I was tired. And I was sitting there listening to it. I'm like, you talking about mental health? All right, cool. Hold on. Now he's spitting. He's spitting and he's singing. After about 4 songs, I called TC. I was like, yo, I really like this guy. Like, I really like this guy. Like, who is he? She was like, that's Credle. I'm like, yeah. I actually want to sit down with this guy. She was like, he's coming to North Carolina. Bet that. I had a whole nother set of plans this week. When she said he was coming, I was like, I bet that. So here's what I'm gonna do. My traveling plans gonna change a little bit. Like, I got a hotel room booked right now all the way in Greensboro. I ain't gonna make it there. I ain't gonna make it there. I had to make sure this interview happened because, like, I see greatness and I respect it. I respect the work. I respect the sound. Mystery Wife. I was listening to that on the way here. And I was like, yo, who is he talking about? Who is he talking about?
It's a mystery.
Does she know he's...
She listen. Hey, she might be here. My queen might be in. I don't know. She might be in North Carolina. All right, that guy got a sense of humor.
Man, listen.
She might be here. Who knows?
Listen.
Who knows? Might have a New Yorker stay out here, move out here. Who knows, man?
Sure. How you feel about the dating climate? Oh, I wasn't gonna ask that question, but I feel like being a villain. Oh, man. I don't know. Am I gonna be Kevin Samuels or am I don't know. Some of y'all think Kevin Samuels a villain. I don't know. But how you feel about the dating climate in 2025? If you want to save your career,
I can't really answer that because I'm just so locked in. You know, but I think it's about knowing self, knowing your situation, and being mature enough to not waste anyone's time. So if I know I'm locked in right now, and I know, like, all right, this is not the moment, this is not the time to, because for me, if you like, my energy I put into the music is the energy I put into to anything in life. If I want something, there's no half stepping, there's no in and out. If I want that, I want that. So if I know I can't give that right now, then I step away. You know what I mean? Like, you know, there was shorties, you know, bagging me yesterday. Shorty's bagging me all week while I'm out here. I'm like, listen.
I love y'all, Raleigh.
I appreciate it. You know. However, you know, I'm just growing my fan base. We could be friends, all that stuff. You know what I mean? So I'm just very, very focused right now. And it just takes a different maturity to know that, you know, because I know what it's about, you know. But I'm focused on this music business, the film, all of that. That's where I'm locked in. Get my table, get my ducks in a row, because I don't want to look back and be like, damn, like I didn't go for it all. Or you know what I mean? I don't want to regret anything, so I want to make sure I get everything out here that I'm supposed to, and you know, go from there. And I want to build a family off of what I love to do. So let me build that first, and then I can worry about that later.
That is, I ain't gonna lie to you.
Don't lie, come on, man.
You was able to turn down these Raleigh girls. There's some pressure out here. Somebody's probably gonna be like brass. You know, all right, brass, like brass. Etano, you gotta remember. Because there's some pressure walking around these streets.
Yeah, I've seen. You know,
but you are focused. I have to say I respect that because it ain't easy.
No,
it's not.
It took some years to get here. You know, I'm 30. You know, I mean.
I'm 29,
y'all. You know, I'm not gonna say I have my time. You know, fun.
I was stupid back in the day.
You know? But it's like
I was stupid. I was stupid up until last year, and I ain't saying I was just out here playing in these streets. I'm just saying I was stupid until last year. Something about 28. Something about 28. You go from, man, you know, I'm really trying to get this money to, I want to build a foundation. There's a difference between, and some people it's a little earlier, but if most men really sit back and think about it, it was around 28, that 25 to 28 range where you were like, I really want to stop playing with Legos and I want to build a foundation for real. I want to put some bricks down, you know. So glad to see you locked in. Glad to see you focused. Like, have you ever like we get into your business a little bit, but we're gonna get right back to the music. Right. Like, cause I see some of your songs, like just the cover art. I like to read cover art. Mm-hmm. Your cover art says there's a love story behind your journey. And not just one love story. I might be digging, but it says that there's some experience, there's some heartbreak, there's some love, there's some trial, there's some error, but there's some success, and then there's who we got today. Am I reading it right?
Preach on, man.
Woo! Boy, because like you got this one cover art where it's you know, no, bump that, I'm pulling this up. No, I'm pulling this up, y'all, because y'all gonna know I really look into them now. Because
you did a lot of homework today. I'm proud of him.
I did my homework. I wanted to make sure that this, yep, right there, look at that. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna talk about some of what I'm looking at right here. Because guys, listen, I ain't gonna ramble. We're going straight to it because there was one in particular. Got Mystery Wife, Tales of the Sad and Lonely, Days Like This, You Don't Call. Who don't call? She Bad But Toxic. Somebody to Love. This one right here.
Oh, yeah.
You talk about this. Talk about this because I'm sitting there like,
need somebody to love, need somebody to trust. Yeah, need someone. Yeah. That's one of the ones. It's one of those records I wrote. You know, just manifesting. You know what I mean? That like, it'd be nice one day to have somebody to love. And it was fun. You know, it was a fun record. You know, so it's sometimes I like to write to my older self as well. So yeah,
I kind of feel like I got a little bit of that myself too. Not necessarily writing to my older self, but more so like this ain't about me, by the way. Y'all better check out his music and download. But more so like letting my journey be updated. Like sometimes I write straight from the thought, just like this. So I'm in this chapter of my life at this moment, and now I go to church, and God got me. So, and that's just kind of how I do. But like sometimes you write a letter to yourself in the past. That's deep. That's deep because I'll say it like this. Sometimes people want to forget the past. Sometimes people have forgotten the past. But it sounds to me like you reflect.
Yeah, I do.
Is there something that happened in the past? Because I got another question that comes from the past too. Is there something that happened in the past but when you think back, if you could do it differently, you would?
I have my moments, I'll be honest, that I would. But then again, I wouldn't be who I am today. So then I have to be like, I have to retract and be like, you know, it is what it is, because without those, you know, mistakes or trials and tribulations, like I'd rather do it then than do it now.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, so it's like, you know, you need that growth. You need those, and you grow from experience. You know, so but it takes a man to take accountability. You know, and responsibility for the mistakes in order not to. So you know, that's what I pride myself on.
For those of you that I've harmed verbally, I'm sorry. But some of y'all done start now taking accountability. But then like, okay, so this next track, this next one. You know, look, you are best sex ever. Boy, what was you on? What was you on when you made that track?
Oh man, that record was actually about my ex, where like I knew that relationship wise we shouldn't be together, you know, but then it was like, dang, like
there's some things I like about
you know, it's just you know, when that person knows you very well, and it's about comfortability, you know, but learning to like, you know, move on and not, you know, be stuck in a relationship just because of the comfortability.
Yeah.
And knowing that like you got to see the bigger picture. So, you know, that's what that was about. And I just wrote it, and yeah.
Jamming.
Yeah.
Jamming. All right, guys. There's a lot of music. Like, there's a lot of music for you to check out. I went straight to YouTube. I know I'm old school. Yeah, I know. Y'all like, get on Apple Music. No, but I like what I saw, and then the release party for the Wolfpack track. That was lit. That was lit.
It was in the heart of the city, the Big Apple, Manhattan.
Yeah, you was performing. Yeah, you really performed, and then you brought up your friend, like, and your friend Blade.
Blade, yeah.
How close were you guys?
Very, very close. For those who don't know Wolfpack, so when I say in the bars, my man's just died, but can't let it get to me. He was a teammate, more like family. He was the bro. That joke be hurting me. That's what the devil always the enemy. Like, that part was about him.
Yeah.
Right. So when I came into college, I actually transferred in midway. So I transferred in spring semester of my freshman year, and so did he from a previous situation that he didn't like either. So we were roommates.
Okay.
My freshman year.
Oh, wow.
So I went to school in Worcester, Massachusetts, at Becker College, but he lived in Cape Cod. So like, he had like a family in Massachusetts. I didn't. I only had my team and whoever I was going to meet at school or whatever. So whenever I didn't have the funds to get back home to New York or whatever, I would just always go back with him and spend time with his family, his friends.
Wow.
We would go everywhere together, bro. Like practice, obviously games, classes because we had the same major.
Wow.
Parties. We were both on Tinder,
Yeah.
so we would go on double dates together. It was amazing. I remember he even took me out for my birthday, where that was a double date with a couple girls or whatever. But just the point, like, he didn't even have to do that. Like,
yeah, he was
my birthday.
brother.
Yeah, like my birthday is January 17th. I remember for those who for basketball, you move in early.
Yeah,
you come back early from the winter break. So we had those times to like spend together. But once classes came back, it was like the 15th classes started. Within 3 days, I wasn't going to know anybody like that.
Exactly.
So I only had my team.
Doing?
So it's like, he was like, I'm going to just take you out for your birthday, So yeah, we do parties. He would throw parties at his crib too, man. We just had like a lot of fun. So like when he, passed away, like that hit hard for me because I'm like, damn, like, that was my family.
Yeah, like, I mean? Man,
like even past college, like even when he ended up transferring, like he would come back, and I would like he would just stay in my dorm room, like, yo, you good? You ain't gotta worry about nothing. Like, so our brother was there. So when that happened, I hit kind of hit crazy, for me, and that happened during the pandemic. So like there was no culture, there was no closure. Like it just happened, and it was like, I'm in New York at this time, so. Yeah, I just never got to see him again. You know what I mean? And those were the drive-by funerals and all that stuff.
Yeah. So this was it COVID?
No, he passed in a car accident.
Whew, boy. Yeah. I'm so sorry to hear that, man. I'm definitely sorry to hear that. So the BT5 Series team actually lost one. Not even actually, it will be a month ago tomorrow. And now that was my sister. And I kid you not, spoke to her the night of, and just a couple of hours later, she was out. Like, so I
my condolences for that too, man.
Man, I tell you one thing about her. She brightened every room she stepped in. And that's the one thing, like, that's one thing you gotta remember about people that they start off as your friend and then they end up as your family. You gotta always remember that light about them. It sounds like your brother Blade was really that dude.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
like,
like,
we was always together,
really
bro. Like I would walk in, and or everywhere we would go, be like, "Always Blade at? Where's Credle at?" So like they just knew we was always together. You know what I mean?
Man, that's what's up, man. That is definitely what's up. So long live Blade, definitely. When I saw the picture at the end, I was like, oh snap, like this is brother for real. Like there's a lot of love in this. So were you making music at the time? Did he ever like get to hear you perform. Well, you say you've been making music about 10 years, so yeah.
So it was crazy the timeline. So like by the time we met, like my freshman year, I was just really like focused on basketball.
Yeah.
Like I would write here and there, but like that was just a crazy year. So I was like, let me just focus on basketball.
I understand.
Yeah, but then by my sophomore year, that's when he transferred out. But then we would obviously, stay in contact and he'll like visit when he can.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was at the beginning of the journey. So like, I always imagine like, damn, like what he would, think now about like where I'm at and stuff. So I just do my best to keep him in everything I'm doing. And, just that was one of the backbones to creating, Wolfpack. Because when I was writing, I didn't even realize that I still was breathing. Like I thought, I thought I was, I want to say past it, but I thought I breathed. But then once I started writing, I was like, damn, I'm not fully past it. So creating Wolfpack definitely helped with the process more so.
I 100% relate, and I get where you're coming from. It's something about those creative moments where your mind is digging into the crates, pulling from experience, pulling from memories, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, what's this one right here? And it's like, it's still there. And that just tells you how special somebody really was to you. As men, we try to push past things, and this actually kind of goes into our mental health too.
Yeah.
We try to push past things so fast because the expectation for men is almost to be impenetrable. It's almost like people hold us to a standard of you can't be broken, or you can't be hurt, or you can't take a chance. And it's not like that, it's not like that. Like for me, I don't even think, even with my friend, I don't think it really hit for me that it had happened until this past weekend. Really and truly. Like having issues, but enjoying myself at a festival. And then I thought to myself, dang, we were supposed to be enjoying this upcoming weekend. And it was like, because things can happen fast.
Yeah.
And then you got to move on. You got to get back to work, get back to school, get back to life, get back to this. And then sometimes you have that moment where it's like, I miss my friend. So I feel you. So like, have you ever like, because there was some other things that you were talking about in the song. Like I'm talking about this Wolfpack song because we talk about this thing is like at like 500,000 streams, y'all. Like it's a lot in there because you said it. There was pain in there.
Yeah.
But it was also a sound of achievement in there. I heard some achievement in there.
Yeah.
Like the song sounded like a celebration almost.
Like through it's a testimony.
Yeah.
To get through the pain, but there's always light at the end of the tunnel, type of thing. And we're gonna get through this together as a Wolfpack.
Yeah. So is there another song coming soon? Like, cause I talked about Mystery Wife. Mystery Wife is okay. All right. But is there a project coming? Is there another single coming? What's going on?
So I will
BT5 exclusive.
So exclusively, I can say this. It's crazy that even while I'm on tour, I am working on things. So I am working on a Wolfpack album. And that
he gave us the exclusive. Okay. Yeah.
That joint is gonna hit crazy, man. Like I'm super, super excited about it. I finally finalized the track list. So I wanna work finalize, and you guys are in for a treat, man. That's all I can say, man. And just making sure that it's as versatile but it's true to me as much as possible.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited about this one.
Yo,
long time in the making.
NC State, y'all gotta pick them up. Like,
yeah,
Have him perform at your pep rally. Look, all right. Have him perform at the pep rally. Have your host bring him out. I will wear a Wolfpack jersey, and I'll just be the hype man along with the Wolfpack. Y'all like that idea? I want y'all to run that. Somebody trademark this. I like that idea. I think it would work. Cheerleaders in the back and everything. How that sound?
That's lit. I'm with it.
If y'all hear the song, you'll understand what I'm talking about. Like, I can hear college basketball game. Duke versus NC State, Carolina versus NC State, and that song playing in the back, I can hear that. Like, I can hear touchdown scored at a Wolfpack game, and then you got, can you hear my howl? Like, come on.
Like, woo,
like, that's a win. That is a win. I really want NC State to do this for a Carolina native who is willing to transfer favorites from the Tar Heels to the Wolfpack. Y'all know what I'm saying.
And I said a lot, y'all. We just met physically, but spiritually we've been locked in.
I'm telling y'all, dude.
So that's a lot.
Do it for me. Do it for him. Do it for the kids.
Do it for the
Wolfpack. Do it for the culture. Do it for the Wolfpack culture. Like, there's a lot of people from where I'm from that love NC State. I'm talking about love them. And I think you guys, when y'all hear the song, you will love the song too. And there's a lot of music that Credle, he brings to the table. It's not even a joke, y'all. The fact that he's in Raleigh doing this tour, just going around, hitting these open mics, letting people see him, he's doing it right. I'm dropping all these comments. I'm giving you flowers right here. So, like, when y'all get them up to 10.5 million streams per song, just remember I gave them the flowers already. All right. And y'all come back to this video, you share, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell their mom to tell their mom to tell a friend to tell a cousin to tap in, drop some comments. You understand what I'm saying? So we still got a few more minutes. And I was thinking about a game. I ain't never played this game before. I might even play it wrong. Matter of fact, I done typed the game down too. Let me go on over here to Chat GPT and then pull it up. Because we're gonna play an alphabet game. You ever played the alphabet game before?
No.
Oh, see, I got you. So if I mess this up, blow me up in the comments. Don't get on my neck too hard. I already said I never played the game before. So the alphabet song game involves players calling out letters, and then the participants must sing a line from a song that starts with that letter.
Okay.
You get it?
Gotcha.
Here's how it usually works. Players gather a group of people who enjoy music. 2, calling out letters. One person randomly calls out a letter of the alphabet. Singing. The other players must quickly think of a song that starts with that letter and sing a line from it. Time limit, you can set a time limit for each response to keep the game moving. Now, we're not the only ones in the room. Matter of fact, it says participants. Everybody wanna join? Look, I'm looking. Cause she's right around the corner. You ain't trying to join that. Now, like I said, I like it to be authentic. I like to pull people in sometimes. But here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna drop a letter. And you're gonna hit a song. I ought to say 90s songs only. You a 90s R&B type person?
I am, but we can keep it broad.
We're gonna keep it broad. All right. So here we go. Like I said, I might play this wrong. I try to figure this game out beforehand. All right, so I'm about to call out the letter. K. Get it 10 seconds.
Damn, about these type of games, man. Okay. Cool. Oh no.
Cornhill.
Call. Kill the switch. Kill the switch.
Dang, I got him already. All right, I got him already. All right. I don't even know if there's a point system to this. Would that be like 0-1? We gonna go with it.
0-1. We go
like,
0-1.
Look, you strike out 3 times, it's my turn. The Lord have mercy. Help us all. So, all right. P.
This is a. Positive.
We have found
People of America, we are here. People of America, we are here.
What song is that? What song is that?
It's by Black and Yellow. It's a local group in Queens.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
my God.
Rock group. Yeah.
Okay. People of America.
I ain't gonna lie, I just freestyle that. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Y'all gonna look it up. I just freestyle.
He just made one. All right. Should I make that too? Nah, I ain't gonna make that too. We gonna give him that one because I didn't even know. I didn't even know he was freestyling. All right. We gonna go with it. So, all right. Hey,
baby. Y'all know that song. I ain't gonna
come on. All right. That's actually a line too. He really actually just rapped the line.
Yeah.
All right. So, you about to win. You really about to win because you gonna win at 3. You gonna win at 3. You got 1 more to go.
Right.
I'm gonna figure this one out. A B C D E F G H I J K L.
Need somebody to love. Need somebody to trust. Yeah, I need someone to vent to when I'm going through a rough. Cause I've been alone. Been alone for so long. Yeah, I need someone to vent to when I'm. Yeah, somebody to love.
Somebody to love.
Somebody to love. By who?
By who?
Yours truly. Credle.
Listen. Now, that's your second strike, though.
Oh, yeah, I can use my song.
Nah, that song starts with an S. Bam! I saw what you did there, and it was smooth. I liked it, but that did start with an S. All right, guys.
It's 2-2. This is the
It's
last
2-2.
one. Tiebreaker.
This is it right here. Okay, so well, I thought you was gonna sing Life.
Oh,
like okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, even with the K, I was like, killing me softly. In my head, I think killing me softly. Everybody know that.
Yeah, it's funny. Like, soon as it was over, I was like, I should have just sung "Kiss Kiss" by Chris Brown, but.
And then he on tour right now too, right?
Yeah, that's all.
All right. So, A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O P Q. Should I give him a hint, y'all? I don't know.
Hey. Oh, you would think I got anything. My playlist I start with Q.
To all the killers in $100 bills. For real, they ain't got no feelings.
I'm not gonna take that one. I'm not. That's cheating on my side. So.
Hold on. We're gonna take a couple seconds back.
I'm like Queensbridge, but you know. Queen, Q.
Got 2 more to go. Boom.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it up on that.
Boy, that had to be about 20 seconds right there. All right. Y'all want to help me with anything? Y'all want to help? I think, all right. So the first letter, what was the first letter? First letter was K. I was thinking Killing Me Softly, you know.
Yeah, I should have did Kiss Kiss. Yeah.
Kiss, okay. And then we went on to P.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went on to P. Like, what's this? What's this? I know too many songs, to be honest with you. I think some of what really happened here was you had a lot of songs in your head at once. And it was like, I really pulled from this. What that start with?
Yeah.
Like, don't they got a song called Players Ball? Outkast. See? You can pull that out. Couple places that we could have went with that. But guys, I ain't even go delve too deep because we really at the end of the interview. But I'm glad we got to play that game. Somebody gonna one day come up here and take that ring. I might actually have to put a trophy up here for the games. But
next time when I come back, look, we're gonna spin the block back.
We're gonna spin the block back. I'm gonna remember that too. I'm gonna be ready. I'm gonna have some music for it too. Right. So here we are at the very end. And actually, showtime for you is coming up soon. So we actually gotta hurry up and get up out of here. But let the people know, where can they find you on all platforms? How do they get up with you? Can they even talk to you? Is you somebody that's approachable or not? Whatever. But like, where can the people find you now?
Yeah, you guys can tap in with me on Instagram at I am Credle. See underneath right there, CREDLE. Tap in on that. That's on TikTok as well. If you want to tap in on Facebook, just put a K in front of the Credle, K Credle. I'll pop up on there. And my website, credleentertainment.com, YouTube channels, Credle, CREDLE as well, so that way you can stay tapped in. Or definitely go on that website where you can lock in with us. Check out the musical film Wolfpack, spelled with an X instead of an O, not an O, X. All right? And please like, comment, subscribe, share, with your people. And man, we just looking to get this movement going. And NC State, we coming. I mean, we here. We here. So it's only a matter of time.
Remember that idea I told y'all, pep rally. Him on the mic, your host. He just, hyping it up with the students in the back, cheerleaders and all, pom-poms. That's all I'm saying. Trademark the idea with your boys. Now, that's the end of the show, y'all. Appreciate y'all checking it out. Run this thing up. Make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe. Follow my mans here too. Make sure you check out the show tonight. Where's the show at, by the way?
We are at the Loop Bar and Lounge tonight. We outside. We outside every night.
We outside.
If you missed this one, just tap in while I'm here. I'm out here. So stay tuned. Stay in the loop. Pun intended. We out here. Let's get it. Wolfpack.
And it's your boy, Etano, FKA Brass. This is right before I go to the show and then head on over to G-Ho. Because, it's an Aggie Pride kind of week. And I want y'all to make sure you tap in, like I said, like, share, follow, subscribe. And we out. I don't think there's anything else for me to say. We out, y'all. We out.